Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Community Report 52 for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This was published on the 6th of June 2022, and it's a pretty interesting report because it's introducing a new mode of transport into the game. So what we're going to do is jump straight in and get through it. So what we're going to do is just get straight in, and I'll just start at the first paragraph. Greetings, dear comrades of the Soviet Republic. How wonderful it is that we can enjoy air conditioning in our cars and public transport as the rising temperatures outside make travel less and less comfortable. It did not used to be so convenient back in time when vehicles were made by Soviets, but the republics in our game can exist long enough to get the latest technology or at least enjoy improvements compared to the earliest days of the game. The previous content update brought you some game-changing mechanics, but this upcoming one will be more about improvements and broadly desired additions, as there are some similarities in infrastructure that we use for underground that allow us to bring some solutions to other areas too. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go down and read the next paragraph because this looks very much like a tram shed. You may already know the underground is using different rail tracks, but we have another set of rail vehicles in the game that usually drive on different tracks in real life compared to trains. We are talking about trams. We're going to change the way how trams operate by introducing new types of tracks dedicated to them. But first we want to introduce a new tram depot which will not connect to railroad but will connect to a tram rail network instead. Yes! To me, this upcoming update is going to complete two ambitions that I've really wanted in the game, because it will introduce two of my most favourite forms of transport when I played City Skylines. That was the Metro Underground, which is we already know is coming, and it looks like we're going to be able to build proper tram networks. That is going to be absolutely awesome. And we'll just have a quick look at the tram picture. I think, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that looks like a real tram shed. And I think we're going to be using that for the thumbnail. The next picture, by look at it very much, is like an overview of it. So it looks very much like it's going to work the same way as trolley buses. The difference is instead of just having the overhead wires, we're now actually going to have defined tracks. That's pretty awesome, actually. So we want to introduce special tram tracks allowing trams and cars using the same road as in real life. We will be able to connect these tracks to railroad networks similarly to connections between road and airport. You'll be able to operate trams without signals as they will work similar to trolley buses while travelling on dedicated tracks. The intervals between them will be set by in an end stations, and they will pick the direction automatically based on the road. Of course, you will be able to build these roads using the construction office, but the build stages will be different compared to normal roads. Based on that final statement, I would say it's probably going to be a three-step process, isn't it? So they're going to lay the gravel, lay the asphalt, and then lay the tracks. In some ways it'd be similar to rail tracks where you can lay the track bed and then put in the electrification. I wonder whether it'd be possible to upgrade an existing road to have tram tracks, because that's something I would certainly would like. A bit confused where it says connect these tracks to railroad network. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I think below here we got another picture. So it looks like we got a bus depot here with the tram tracks coming through the junction like that. Bit of a complex junction here. So it looks very much like what we'll have to do is define the routes for trams in the same way as we would a trolley bus. We got another picture here. Got to take a look at it. Yeah, we got a road through here. That's pretty cool, actually. We have trams going this way. The only thing I would say is that you probably will need to keep these away from busy roads with trucks on it. So what we're probably looking at is a proper separation now between what you would call the urban road system and the heavy goods routes. But what I do like about this is that we might solve some of those shorter distance journeys depending on the capacities of the trams to get workers out to, say, key operating places. So I'm just going to move down now. And it says, as you can see, we've added new type of roads dedicated to trams. There will be an asphalt version of the tram road, which will be drivable for other vehicles too. There will be a concrete block version of the road, which will be the tram exclusive. You will be able to save quite a bit of space using the new types of roads, but you will still be able to utilize standard rail track or trams if you wish, or just keep what you already have. Additionally, you've added a concrete block road for vehicles too, as many players wanted it, like this giving them another option for travel without the need of building expensive asphalt roads. That's interesting. Now, I wonder if that implies that you could have a tram system running along roads and then actually connect to the railway with a transition between the two tracks, or whether you would either have to have trams running on normal track or trams running on road, but they would be two separate systems. Now, the block roads, it's going to be very interesting. We'll just take a quick look at this. So what you're applying, we've got a block road down along the bottom right here. I'm assuming the bottom here is the road version. It looks like it could be a bit rough. And then you've got the tram version here with blocks and the asphalt version. It'd be very interesting to see what the top speed on these concrete roads will actually be, whether it would be the same as an asphalt road. Because in some ways, it'd be quite nice to be able to distinguish between an urban asphalt road and, say, a heavy goods road, especially when building highways. Although that would look pretty uncomfortable if those slabs got a bit uneven. So we'll just get down to the final paragraph. We hope you like these new roads. In the end, trams should be more viable for players and all the infrastructure should be more realistic. The main improvement will be that you can save space with the new tracks. You will not need to use railroad signals to manage your trams, as they will work like trolley buses while driving on dedicated tracks, automatically picking up the right direction. Be able to drive after one another. Of course, to plan and build the new network will be a different task for those who play the game. We're looking forward to for some amazing builds in the future. Until then, stay safe, be healthy, and enjoy your life in gaming. Now, I'll be completely upfront. I just can't wait for this update to come now, because it's adding two forms of transport I really like. Now, my head immediately is going to the Seven Crosses series and thinking, where can I put trams and where could I use them? And hopefully we'll be able to upgrade the roads to a tram network. That would be brilliant. Also, these concrete roads, I think I certainly would like to check them out as well. Also, from the point of view of an early start, maybe using concrete roads for main roads might be a bit more realistic, depending on what you're trying to atmosphere you're trying to create. I'm certainly going to add this to my list of things to test in the Seven Crosses series, but I want to keep this video short. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. Any comments, opinions? Are you going to use trams in your existing save games, or are you looking forward to using them in a future game? Feel free to chuck it in the comments, but until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.